once we've stopped, the option to do that is null and void. So there's no option to do that right now.
All right. So what she's saying with the trespass is a civil document, and it means that you just can't come back to this Walmart.
What began as a routine shopping trip at an Ocala Walmart took an unexpected turn, leading to serious legal consequences. On May the 25th of 2023, 2 women were arrested after being accused of attempting to steal over $1,000 worth of merchandise from the store. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime.
Howdy.
It's gonna take me just a minute to get this off. So.
Absolutely. Whose ID do I have?
Hers.
What's your name?
My name's Keon.
Can you spell that?
Keaveaona.
Two separate. One by neighborhood, one by FDL.
And everything that's not paid for, we'll pay for it. But, you know, she was scanning and I was picking up. She had the same bag. I had the tote, yeah. So.
Oh.
And I just scanned, everybody just scanned. So, what was the scan for one thing? We do have one.
Hang tight just a second. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you, that way I can't talk to you, okay? It says, you have the right to remain silent. Do you both understand that right?
Yeah.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You both understand that?
Mm-hmm.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. Do you understand that?
So we're going to jail?
I don't know yet. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to you to represent you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
You can decide at any time to execute these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That in mind, do you wish to speak to me? And give me an idea of what's going on.
Okay, so they stopped us and told us some stuff hadn't been scanned, and we told them if it didn't, we'll scan it because she was scanning and I was bagging.
Okay.
And at first we started with the tote. So, if it's okay with the manager over there, right there, if what wasn't scanned, I can pay for it.
Once we've stopped, the option to do that is null and void. So there's no option to do that right now. So the option was to go through the register and pay for it at that point. But once you pass that point of sale, there can be no more transactions.
So that means we're going to jail.
I'm just the one that stops. I'm just the Walmart.
So who decides?
You gotta
We're
wait
going
for
to
a
decide, but we have to talk to them first.
Yeah.
They have to go through your products first and see what was paid for and what wasn't paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know which items were not scanned?
I don't really know. I thought I scanned everything. If I didn't, I apologize. But she did. She was bagging as I was scanning.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Is
we
it
had a lot of stuff. So.
Is it possible that you were scanning one thing, but it wasn't the actual item? Like maybe they were stacked up?
Possibly, if anything's missing. But I know we had a lot of the same stuff. So I know they do inventory, but I scan the same thing maybe a couple times, and then go to the next.
Okay.
I had the little handle thing.
You had the little handle thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Have either of you been convicted for theft before? Or no? No. Have either of you been arrested before?
No, we're good people. So
Okay.
that's all.
Hey, that's all I have to
I was
ask.
getting into
Were you?
correction.
Corrections? Okay. Where'd you go for that?
I don't know the place is FTC, if you know that.
Okay. Alright, it's gonna take them a few minutes to do their thing. We're just gonna have to wait on that for a few minutes. Alright. Any part?
Yeah, it's gonna take. We're gonna wind up trespassing both of them.
Okay.
So that might we're going with that. It's gonna take.
All right. So what she's saying with the trespass is a civil document, and it means that you just can't come back to this Walmart.
Okay.
So whatever happens, you just can't come back to this Walmart ever again. You can go to any other Walmart that you haven't been trespassed from. But if you do come back here, they can call us, and then you can actually go to jail for that.
Okay.
All right? So you're definitely getting trespasses,
Okay.
and then we'll deal with the rest of that in a few minutes. Okay.
Okay. Good.
And of course, the items that you've already paid for, those are yours if you paid for them.
Well, can she rearrange them and we'll pay for them also? If that's okay with them or no?
So anything that you
Okay,
haven't
no
paid
more
for, they don't
transactions.
give you another chance to pay for it.
Okay.
Let me get the footage up.
Not yet.
There.
But that's on the second I'll pay for. In there. That's the way to do it.
At this point, we're still off this side. We've already had several people come and ask them if they needed some help. My supervisor did that. And then they both bag items that's not even been outside of the car.
What's the dollar amount that you have?
It's gonna be a lot.
Okay.
Not sure. It's gonna be a lot.
According to police reports, the pair were observed at the self-checkout registers failing to scan multiple items and using barcodes from lower-priced goods to conceal the true cost of more expensive products. Surveillance footage corroborated these actions, showing the women bagging unscanned items and moving past every point of sale without paying.
You know, I got a guy once for $812 for the baseball card. Yeah, that's all I got. They were everywhere. He had stuff. All kinds of places.
I just need to go get a total for this, and I'll be right back. Are you gonna stay in here, Mary?
Okay. I guess she didn't want that stuff. This is okay, Hunter.
Hey, Amy.
You got a couple things up here on the shelf. Did you want them?
Yep, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Can you pick out a hoodie? Because I think she scanned the hoodies.
When you scan one item a couple of times, and there's a different UPC, that's incorrect. So what happened there is you scan a lower price item for a higher price item. So, okay, that's what that was. That's why we went and re-verified the numbers. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna pull one out at a time and do an interview. Okay. We can do that now.
White shirt. Alright, hang out right here for a second. Alright. We've already been read Miranda. Still stands. Okay. That whole entire grocery cart full of stuff was not a mistake. Okay, we know that, you know that. What's going on?
So, as I said, we were right here with the woman, and she said, after that, I didn't start checking stuff out because I just figured it would be easy to just scan. And she asked me when I scanned, and I moved it across there. I said, grab whatever I can show you. So I was turning my back and going around the business and just scanning. So if you did pick up something,
Okay, so what I saw in the video, for the first couple minutes I was paying attention to the video, and then I started more paying attention to you guys, and I had my other officer over there looking at that. You had taken like a stack of DVDs and you had set them on that side.
picked them up.
And you scanned a couple of them, but you didn't scan all of them. And you're not stopping her if she's moving it. Okay? And there was a few items that were picked up, placed straight into bags by you on the video, and then placed back into the cart. She pulled the bag off. You picked the items up out of the cart, put them in the bag. Bag was put back in the cart. I have a couple options, depending on how much money that those items are worth. Either way, you're going to catch a charge for it. Okay.
Because I mean, that's a really big dollar amount. And I mean, you guys paid for a lot. I mean, I think what you're told was what, $800.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying I didn't know what was. I was just bagging. She said I scanned it. I bagged it.
Okay, so you were bagging these.
Mm-hmm.
At no point did this look weird to you that she's grabbing massive stacks of stuff.
I didn't know. I really didn't look up at her when she said she bagged. If you can see, I started with the tote, as you guys can see. I just. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say you work at again?
I work at KFC.
Okay. You guys do like cosmetics or something on the side? You have a lot of cosmetic, like clippers and hair stuff, or is that just for the family?
For the family.
Okay. So you don't have a business doing cosmetics or anything like that. Okay. So you didn't look up at all and notice the massive stacks of
No, because I don't know if you can see as I was walking out, I was looking at the receipt.
Mm-hmm.
So
whose card is it?
it was mine.
Okay. It's your card. Debit card, credit, EBT.
I don't get stamps.
Okay, so was it a debit
Credit card, yeah.
or credit?
It was, I believe, debit card.
Debit card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, is it like a joint account or is it just your money?
Mine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't think that dollar amount was weird at all?
$800.
Yeah. Well, considering the total should have been well over $1,000.
I never, like I said, I never once looked up. And I told her I would pay for it, but that's their policy, and I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
How often do you guys come to Walmart?
Quite often.
Do you usually spend this much?
$800 to $1,000. Like when I first bought my house, I came here and spent almost $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Who usually pays? Is it just
Well,
you?
when I came, she wasn't here. I was here, so I came in here. I don't know if they can run the cameras back, but I had 7 or 8 buggies when I first bought my house. So,
That was like recently?
March the 8th.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up? I already advised her.
Huh?
I already advised her.
I did both of them when I first came in.
Oh, okay.
Alright. The amount that's in the cart is obviously stuff that was not paid for. She said she didn't realize how much was going into the cart without being paid for, which indicates that she knew some of it was going into the cart not being paid for. You can see it on the screen. What's going on?
Like I told him, she said she scanned it, so I just bagged it. I never once really looked up and paid attention. Like I offered her to pay for it, but she said that's the policy, so I understood that.
So while I was watching the video, there was 1 or 2 times that I saw items come from your cart. You pulled a bag off, did this with the bag. She placed the items directly in the bag. They didn't touch the scales. And then the bag went back.
Yeah, I never looked up. Like I told her, I offered to pay for it.
Was that her or was that you?
What me?
That part of it.
No, like I told you when she said I scanned it. This was scanned. So I was like, well, here, put it in the bag, because I was pulling stuff, and like you see, I had started. If you can watch, I started when she was scanning with the buggy. I was pulling them in the buggy. So she said I scanned it, so I gave her the bag to put it in there. She said you scanned it.
So you thought everything was paid for?
Yes, ma'am. That's what I was telling him. That's why I was like, I'll pay a citation or whatever, but I didn't know. I just recently bought my house. I shop here often. So, okay. So I've never been in trouble. So.
Okay. Go ahead and go take a seat. Alright. I'm going to have you go ahead and stand up. I'm going to take that stuff from you. You going to turn around and put your hands, both of them, on the wall. Is there anything in your bra that's going to poke me, stick me, anything like that?
My Chrome app?
You're good. Get your Carmex. You have underwear on?
Yes. No, I might. It's my cycle. My cycle.
Okay.
You just sit over here for me. Is there anything left in your pockets?
No.
Okay. Do you have any kind of belt on?
No.
Okay.
The total amount for the items was $876.
Do you have anything in your bra? I'm not going to check it. I'm just asking. Is there anything in your hat? Just the cap. Okay.
Oh. What are we gonna do with that?
That means you are going to jail for felony theft.
Felony theft?
Yes, ma'am. Over $750 is felony amounts for theft.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a retail theft charge, felony amounts. All right.
I'm saying, what are we gonna do with our money? That's a good question. Are you gonna let us you guys take our cards?
You going to do a gift card?
I can do that and put it in their file. Do you guys have somebody that can come pick it up? I'd rather not.
No, just purchase my home. Just us.
You have nobody else that can come pick it up? No other human being?
No.
No.
I have to do a refund. How was it purchased? Was it
My
cash?
card.
It was card.
Here, go ahead and sit down for a minute.
It'll go back on your card.
Is this one yours?
Yes.
So whatever you paid for, we're just gonna refund it back to your card. Okay.
Okay.
It'll be like instantaneous. You should see it in your bank account. Okay.
Which card did you use?
So, as my partner was explaining to your girlfriend, the dollar amount is over $750. So, it's a felony. We can't write you a court date for it. Here to the right.
What did you say, sir?
If it had been under $750, you most likely would have been getting a court date because it would have been a misdemeanor. But since it's over $750, it's a felony. So you're not eligible for a court date. You have to go, and someone's going to have to bond you out, or you're going to see the judge in the morning.
Okay.
Further investigation revealed that the women were also suspects in a similar theft at the same Walmart on March the 4th of 2023, where they allegedly stole items valued at $165.42. Neither of the women had any previous convictions, but they were charged with felony grand theft and petty theft and booked into the Marion County Jail on a $3,000 bond.